All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here for the third Central Wisconsin game of the day. Be sure to like and subscribe to Jeff's live streams. Share the video. Let's get these views out here. These girls love coming back to watch the games after they're done. I'm sure they'll be critiquing our broadcast as well as their play later on tonight. Crusaders came out with a win in the last one. I've got Reagan Wieringa here with me helping announce, hopefully helping my volleyball knowledge. Reagan's a sophomore here at CWC, volleyball player.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us, Reagan.
You're welcome.
Reagan, after listening to the first couple of broadcasts, decided that we needed some help and somebody with some volleyball knowledge, so here we are. Charlotte's out on the court with the girls warming up. This game was slated to start for 4:30, but as you can imagine, with tournaments, they tend to run behind. Crusaders will be taking on the Sheboygan Christian Eagles. Should be a very good matchup. Reagan, how many games has JV had so far this year?
We have had 2.
How's it going? How's the record?
We won both of them.
Doing better than varsity. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about when you look at this volleyball team that's out here, the varsity team? What are your thoughts on them?
I think that they have a lot of great players, and they all work very well together.
Why do you think that is? What from an outsider's perspective, how do you guys on the volleyball team, how is your communication so good? What do you guys do to work on that?
In practice, we work a lot on communicating, because if you don't communicate, then there's a lot of mixing up, and then the ball hits the floor, and that's not good.
That's not good. That's how the other team scores, right?
Yeah.
I got that much figured out. It's going to be hard to lose these seniors, but as you well know, your class is absolutely stacked with talent.
Yeah.
You guys have a plethora of athletes in there from all the way across. Expect to see CWC volleyball and up in the rankings for next several years at least.
Yep.
Hey, Charlotte, if you will, lean over and ask Worth if he wants people sitting on top of the bleachers, because they're not supposed to be. A little less than 3 minutes here before we start. And we'll apologize, our scoreboard camera is not working. We were unable to troubleshoot what the problem was here between games. So Reagan, just remind me to help keep the people updated on the score.
You got it, dude.
How long have you been playing volleyball, Reagan?
I've been playing since 3rd grade, so like 7 years.
Nice. Very nice. It's probably been 7 years since I played. What position are you playing?
I play middle and right side.
Now, I learned something new earlier that surprising, ashamed that I didn't already know this, that the left side hitter is known as the outside hitter and the right side hitter is just the right side hitter. Why is that?
Well, we actually call it the weak side hitter.
Okay.
Because, I don't even know, because it's just weak.
Yeah, I don't understand either. We'll have to ask somebody. Sorry about the dizziness there from Charlotte. Forgot to switch off of her camera there. Sorry for the motion sickness out there in YouTube land. Less than a minute and a half here before we get underway. Crusaders' third and final game of the day. There'll be one more game after this to round out the first day of pool play of this tournament. If we're able to get the seating and everything in, we will do that for you and let you know what that may be shaping up to look like tomorrow.
but Maxwell is.
Livy, will you go take a picture of the bracket that's out there on the wall? The bracket.
So what do you think it's like having to play, sit out, play, sit out? Do you think the girls are experiencing any more tightness than normal? How is it for you when you play in tournaments or things like that where you're playing multiple games in a day? How do you find the best way to stay loose so you're ready for a big important game like this one?
I just go into it when I play. Just don't worry about it. Just go and play.
Go and play. I like it. Well, here we are. It looks like we're ready to go and play. Charlotte getting in the huddle. The girls getting hyped before the game. They understand this is a big one. I don't know how much you may know better than I do, Reagan, and whether or not they would call this a rivalry or not. But certainly a big game. Sheboygan Christian is known to have a quality program and has for a number of years. And we certainly won't hold it against them that Ms. Rhonda Scouten, who works here at Central Wisconsin, also has some family sitting on the bench for Sheboygan Christian. But we won't hold that against her or Josh. He's doing a great job out there with those girls.
It's a little bit of a rivalry.
How many do you guys usually go head-to-head every year in volleyball? At least once, or
Yeah.
is it in a tournament setting like this typically? Or do you have games that you meet during the regular season?
Usually in like regionals or something.
Okay.
We usually go against them. And in the Crusader invite.
Okay. So this is definitely a good opportunity for the Crusaders to see some of what they'll potentially see at the end of the season. At least I know that's their hopes and goals, and that's what they're shooting for is a deep playoff run.
Yeah.
Naples getting these girls locked in here. Well, let's take a look at the bracket. Olivia got a nice picture of that. Let's see, Central Wisconsin is sitting at 1-1. Catholic Central 0-2. Deerfield 1-1. Sheboygan Christian 2-0. And in Pool B, we've got Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah sitting at 0-2. Lourdes 1-1. Living Word Lutheran 2-0. And Gibraltar is sitting at 1-1. In Pool C, court number 3, we've got Sheboygan Lutheran sitting at 1-1. Valley Christian at 2-0. And both Parkview and Hustisford at 0-1. A lot of tight volleyball going on here today. Hopefully the Crusaders can hand Sheboygan their first loss of the day, and that would also could potentially end up in a 3-way tie in this pool alone, and it looks like the other pool is much the same. I'm not sure what the scenarios are here. If we do wind up in a tie, what they will look forward to break that tie or figure out seeding for tomorrow. Tied in the match record, the team winning the head-to-head match wins the tie. If 3 or more teams are tied in the match record, tie will be broken using the following steps without repeating. Compare set percentage determined by dividing teams' total sets. Games won in the pool by total sets played. Team with the highest percentage is first. If some or all the teams have the same percentage, then you compare point differentials. Sure, that is much more information than you were looking for. But out of curiosity, we were wondering what was going to happen if we did wind up with the tie here, because, Reggie, we fully expect Crusaders to come out with a win here, right?
Yeah.
Better. We're not going to let them hear the end of it. I know that, if they don't. Sheboygan getting in the last of their warm-ups. Looks like they are wrapping up here. And if you're out there watching, please chime in the chat. Leave us a comment. Let us know who you're pulling for. Is that my mom and dad? Nice work, Charlotte, on the mobile cam. Hi, Mom and Dad, if that's you watching in North Carolina. Say hey to my mom and dad, Reggie.
Hi, Hatchers, Mom and Dad.
Way to get in there, Charlotte. Love it. Reagan, if you want to, feel free to click back and forth every so often to see if anybody is commenting on our YouTube. It'll be there. Yep, that's my mom. Gotta love it. Hey, Mom.
You raised a weirdo.
Charlotte got a brief shot of us up here in the, we'll call it the crow's nest. Only if we had a camera so we could get Charlotte in here too. Thank you for your work, Charlotte. Crusaders about to get underway here. Ooh, be a close up. Switch off of that one real quick. I think you need a Kleenex, Charlotte. Carolyn Doss, go Eagles. All right, we don't care who you're pulling for. Chime in out there. We're excited to see some great volleyball. We just might be slightly biased since we go to school here and work here, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's allowed. We'll have to make sure to give Miss Scouten a hard time about her son Josh being over on the Sheboygan bench there. We can't let her hear the end of that.
Never.
She was here earlier. Hopefully she's got her CWC gear on. Taylor Hoffman gets Crusaders underway. Nice serve deep into the back row. Quick hit by the Sheboygan middle. Taylor Hoffman, thankfully, with the quick hands. Lauren Rice unable to control it off the ceiling. Opening point goes to Sheboygan. Reagan, how much of volleyball would you think is anticipating ahead of time what you're going to do or where you're going to go with the ball once you've got it, or how much of that are you telling yourself ahead of time, preparing for what could happen? I know you kind of have to be on your toes, but you're expecting a good hard hit from the back row. Are you creeping in? What are you doing?
Like as a hitter, what am I looking for?
If you're playing back row, ball's on the other side of the net, they're setting, they're getting ready to hit, your blockers are going up, are you creeping in behind the blockers? How do you determine whether you need to crash or you need to stay back and try to collect that hit?
Well, usually the middle back stays a little bit closer to the back of like the court.
Mm-hmm.
So then if somebody does need to get it, then they do. But then left back and right back, they usually go a little forward.
Okay.
So that
we were curious about that earlier because there seemed to be a big gap in the back, right in the middle of the floor, more towards the back, around the, behind the 10-foot line, and it seemed to get a lot of shots that were just dropping in there. And me and Mr. Sauer and our wealth of volleyball knowledge were not positive, whose responsibility that falls to, if it's part of the rotation or what exactly.
Yeah, so left and right back pretty much get like the first 10 feet behind the 10-foot line.
Okay.
And then the middle back gets everything, the rest of that.
Sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if the middle, or not the middle, the left and right back can get them, then they will.
Right. See who we got serving for Sheboygan here. Our roster back out. There's number 12, Brielle. I'm not sure how you say that last name. How would you pronounce that?
Clairbow?
Clairbow. I do apologize for mispronouncing your name. Oh, it's Danielle, not my mom. Eagles up 5-1. Tenaple with a good low serve. Walter with a nice block, able to get that one back up. They're going to call it a lift. Interesting. I don't think I've seen a lift with a closed hand. That's a first for me.
A little bit of an argument going on.
Coach Tenaple not really appreciating or enjoying that explanation, and I have to agree with him there. It did not look like to me that it was much of a lift, but we'll keep playing. Back to serve for the Eagles, number 4, Naomi Doss. Nice low serve. What spin on that ball. Rice unable to control it out of the back row. Hoffman up behind her head to DeVries. Off the hands of the blocker. Madeline Van Dennen with a nice shot there, the sophomore for the Eagles.
I know her.
You know her?
Yeah.
All right. I don't.
I know her from Camp Kelvin.
Cool.
Yeah.
A lot of different schools go at the same time, or is it just stroke of luck y'all happen to be there at the same time?
It's like a bunch of different schools.
Okay. Yeah, I know CWC sends a lot of kids every year. Up there, large groups go. Nice shot by Bawalda, putting it down in the back corner. Score is 9-2, Crusaders trailing. Rice back to serve. Gets the signal from coach.
Good serve from Lauren.
Now, and Reagan, you probably know better than I do. That serve, she's got such a powerful serve and keeps it so low. Is that part of the strategy so that even if she is off by a little bit, it's going to hit the tape and just fall on the other side?
You kind of want it to go low just because then it can fall easier.
Right.
And it's easier to control like that.
Makes sense.
And harder for them to get to.
Name of the game.
Yep.
Great shot there by Madeline down the line. Score is 10-3. Eagles up. Back to serve is libero, number 0. What was that?
I think so. Number 0.
I think that is number 0, Sophia Rodriguez in the roster here. It's a little different. It's got a 5 on there as well, maybe when she's playing a different position. Kaylee Perry in to serve for the Crusaders. Currently trailing 11-4. Nice serve, middle back. Quick set. Off the hands of Perry, unable to handle that. How difficult is it? I know we talked about in their triangular the other day, we talked about how difficult it is for some of these girls to be playing new positions. You would know, you do that. How difficult is it to go from an outside hitter to a middle hitter or libero to just back row?
So I used to be a right side and then a middle, and I'm also right side again. It can be a little hard because I learned how to be a middle and forgot everything about right this year, so it's a little hard just to get down the footing and the timing.
Different approaches, different.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So that really goes to speak for the level of play this varsity team is putting out, given that the vast majority of them are playing new positions, which is a good thing. There's a learning curve there, but they seem to get it figured out here. Hopefully we can get a few things going here against Sheboygan. Eagles currently up 13-4, but Bawalda back to serve for the Crusaders. What a shot by Maple there. Man, she is fired up.
I actually think Abby told me she has been practicing with varsity since she was in 1st grade.
I believe it. Tag along with Dad at practice.
Yep. So she's been ready for this.
So we have lost a camera, our main camera up there. It'll be okay. Good shot there, Charlotte. It's close up is Tabitha. It's another serve going. Miscommunication there by the Eagles. Brings the Crusaders to within 6. When's JV's next game?
Next Tuesday, I think.
It's Tuesday. Home? Away?
I don't know. I just get on a bus if I have to.
I hear you. Nice shot by Kylie Beer there. Nice roll shot to the outside. Eagles unable to handle it. Reagan, if I say something that is not volleyball correct or not a volleyball appropriate term, feel free to chime in and correct me.
I do that at PE anyways.
Had the pleasure of having Reagan in class. A lot of fun. Perry over to Hoffman. Hoffman outside. Looks like a little indecision there. If Abby thought Lauren was going to get it, Lauren thought Abby was going to get it, and the last second decision did not work out. It's the ball back to number 6, Madeline Van Dennen.
Between Lauren and Abby there's a little bit of that miscommunication. So.
I would imagine that's easy to do.
Yeah.
What is it? And now, clarify for me, as the libero, is that her job to say, this is mine and everybody else has to get out of the way? Is she the floor general when she's out there? If she calls it, it's hers, everybody else moves?
Pretty much, yeah. Because usually the libero is really good at, like,
defensive specialist.
yeah.
Kylie Beer with a nice serve. Crusaders unable to handle that dink over the net there. It turned out of bounds. Back to serve for the Eagles, number 14, Gabby Bolko. Did I say that right? Probably not.
These are some weird last names. I'm kidding.
Can you hear me? Naples shot blocked off the outside there. Crusaders able to get it up and over. Off balance shot by the Eagles. To Naples off the hands of the blocker. Hoffman back to serve for the Crusaders. Score is 16-12. Crusaders down by 4 here in this first set of their third game of the day. Hit out of the back row to Hoffman. Boss sets DeVries, pushes to the back row. Outside to Naples. Over top, off the hands of the blockers, down and in for a point.
It's always good to go for the corners because nobody's ever there.
Right. Because if you're standing in the corner, there's a lot of open real estate in front of you. So that was a great shot, great decision. How much of that is you're picking out that exact spot, or you're just angling and getting close? How much accuracy is actually involved in a shot like that?
If you're hitting, sometimes your hit can be like little wonky and it goes to like the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And as a middle hitter, that's not good. You want to try and get as many angles as you can because then it goes around the block.
Right.
When you're pushing it, it's most likely accurate, or like setting it over there, it's pretty accurate because you can line it up better.
Score 17-14. Crusaders trail by 3. Back serving for the Eagles is number 12, Brielle Clairbeau. What? Somebody in the net?
I think that was underneath.
Oh. Oh. Eagles up 19-14. Maple with a good cross-court shot. DeVries got a hand on that one. Bumps that outside to Maple, puts it down in the back row. And she'll come back to serve, keeping that arm loose. Eagles send over a free one. Hoffman with the push. Quick set, up the middle and down for the Eagles. Isabella Cook comes in for Abby Tenaple in the back row. Serve for the Eagles is number 4, Naomi Doss. Waldo with a powerful cross-court shot. What quick hands by the Eagles there, but just unable to keep it off of the stick. Out of bounds to the Crusaders. What quick hands to have that reaction to shoot that ball down and the hang time to get your hand on it while you're up there. Just unfortunate, it went off the stick there. Rice back to serve for the Crusaders.
You know, it's actually called the antenna.
See, that's what happens. Your mind goes blank and you just make up something. I know it's called the antenna, but I forgot.
Oh,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Rice brings Crusaders within 3, 2017. Big hit off the hands of Beer. Free ball over to Cook. Hoffman sets behind her head. Kate DeVries, little on top. She's asking for a touch. Referee says no. Worth a shot. Hoffman outside to Buwalda. Buwalda finds a hole.
That middle section, in volleyball, we like to call that zone 0. That's also a really good place to hit it because a lot of people usually aren't standing there anyways.
Zone 0, I like it. That's something I need to improve on is the zone because it does make it sound a little more educated. Reggie's just relishing the opportunity to make fun of her teacher for not knowing something. Talk about an ace, Kaylee Perry, let's go. Crusaders down 1, 21-20. See if Kaylee Perry can put us back on top, or at least tie us up here. Off the side of her hand and out into the net. Back to serve for the Eagles is number 8, Lydia Neeb. 5'10" junior. Rice to Hoffman. Hoffman outside to Buwalda. Not able to get on top of it, or too much a little on top of it, down into the net. Carolyn Dahl said, "You said Brielle's name correctly." All right. Did something right. Go Nene. Go Crusaders. Sass is real, Reggie. Oh, man, I love the comments out there. Keep them coming. Sheboygan fans, thank you for the pronunciation help. Glad to know I got something right. Buwalda back to serve the Crusaders. 23-21, Crusaders down. This first set, the way it started off, has turned into quite the set here. We're not quite able to get on top of that one. Sends it into the back row. Free ball over to Crusaders. Outside to Tenaple. Blocked off the hands of the Eagles. Goes out of bounds. Point Crusaders. That's got to be so disheartening when you play good defense, you set up, you get the block, and it just barely drops out of bounds on the opponent's side of the net. That's got to be disheartening.
Yeah.
What a shot there off the hands of Perry. Charlotte about got a ball to the face there. Keep you on your toes.
Twinkle toes.
Let's see who we got serving now. Number 6, Madeline Van Denen. Hoffman outside to Naple. Larkin shot, back corner.
Good dig,
What
guys.
quick hands. Good read direction there. I believe that was number 4, Naomi Doss. What a shot.
Aw.
She saw that one, dropped it right in. And that is the end of the first. 25-22, Eagles win the first set. Thank you, all of you viewers out there and commenters on the video. Only 2 people have commented so far. And there's 8 watching.
Maybe they don't like us.
They don't like us, evidently. We got to figure out how to get Charlotte's mic working so we can hear what's going on in the huddle over there. Good turnout here today for some nice volleyball on a Friday afternoon. Get out of school a little early, watch some volleyball. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
Not sure what the holdup here is here for this second set. Looks like we're ready to get things rolling. Waiting on the referees. Guess we're making sure we got rosters, lineups, everything in. The Eagles take the court.
I think a big part of the rivalry here is Abby actually has a cousin on the Sheboygan team.
Okay.
Number 16, Sam Veltkamp, is Abby TeNaples' cousin. So,
Cool. I like it.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. Gotta have a rivalry if there's family involved.
Yep.
Great shot, Charlotte. Good smooth camera work. She brought me a seat with a back on it.
Yeah, right?
These top bleachers are sagging. Either that or I got to lose some weight. All right, looks like we are ready to rock and roll here. Back to serve, starting off for the Eagles, number 12, Brielle. Okay. All right, now looks like we're ready. Brielle starts it off for the Eagles. 12-12 serve there. Right through the hands of the blocker. Boss with a great shot. That really is the benefit of having her up there playing that setter position. She does have that height and that athletic ability to get up and send that ball down to Naple with a good serve. Libero sends it back over in 1. Hoffman outside of Bawalda sends it down. Hoffman outside of Bawalda again. Touch shot. Just in bounds. Nice opposite side shot there. Okay. Serve is number 4, Naomi Doss. Six, Madeline Van Denen, man, she really got up on that one.
Very close to the ceiling.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. As long as if it goes up and hits the ceiling and it stays on your side, you can still play it, right?
I don't think can.
They did earlier.
Some places it's different.
Yesterday or no, Thursday, I guess it was. I feel like they called one for that, and then today they let them play one off the ceiling. So I'm thrown for a loop.
Yeah, the rules can change for different refs.
Right. Rice to Hoffman. Hoffman outside to Buwalda. Eagles unable to get a hand on that one. Drops down. Score is 3-1. Eagles on top currently. Rice back to serve for the Crusaders. Beer comes in for Boss. And in for the Lady Eagles, number 9, Kate Zylstra. Zylstra? Zylstra?
I think it's Zylstra.
Zylstra? Zylstra? We've got one line judge calling it in, one calling it out. Head judge calls it in, so that's what we'll go with. Point Crusaders tied it up 3-3. A little shaky there, Charlotte. Off the hands of Beer and Buwalda. How difficult is it as a blocker to go up and try to field that hard hit and control the ball enough to keep it from going out of bounds? Is that something you're taught to do or you practice to do, to angle your hands different ways to control the ball?
You kind of just want your hands to be as big as possible, but you also want them somewhat close together so that the ball can't slip through them.
Right.
Real strong hands, too.
So when it deflects and deflects out of bounds like that, is that just you didn't have your strong hands that time, you relaxed a little too much, or just stroke of luck?
Yeah.
Serve into the net there by the libero, Sofia Rodriguez. And she really has some juice on that serve, too. Kaylee Perry back to serve for the Crusaders. Outside and up top, hammering it down hard. Number 6, Madeline Van Dennen. Man, she's got a cannon. Serving there for the Eagles, number 8, Lydia Neeb. Shot goes out by the Crusaders. Not sure what's happening here on defense. It's a miscommunication or just unable to handle that serve. It was a great serve. Nothing too out of the ordinary or extra spectacular about it. Just a good, hard serve. Almost feel like Coach Snaple needs to call a timeout here, get the girls refocused. And there it goes. Right on cue, Coach Snaple with a timeout. Charlotte gets in there, see if she can see what's going on. You going to be out tomorrow to watch the games, Reagan?
I think so.
Hope so. Hopefully we can pull out a win here and make things interesting, at least in pool play, for somebody to have to figure out seeding and all of those things.
I think soccer's playing right now, too.
Soccer is playing right now. I've not received any updates on that. I just texted Worth and I realized he's standing right there. Thought soccer started later. Oh, there's one in Fond du Lac, that's right.
Yeah. Soccer field's not ready yet, so they can't go too late.
Yep. The mobile lights we got out there didn't work. Tabitha Buwalda back to serve for the Crusaders. Nice pass. Shot there by Emily Grassi. Hard shot there by Madeline, gets through the hands of the blockers and down for a point. Score is 10-5, Eagles on top. And Madeline comes back to serve now for the Eagles. Only a sophomore, man, she can really get up. Quite the vertical leap. Low serve, just barely over the tape. Late to the free ball there. Perry able to get under that one. Well, sometimes you just get lucky, Reagan.
Yep.
We will take that all day.
Where is Mr. Sauer right now?
He is on his way to Randolph to set up for a broadcast of a football game. And as soon as we finish here, that's where I'll be headed. Want to go broadcast some football?
What?
Want to go broadcast football?
No.
I mean, you can just do cameras. You don't have to talk.
I don't really know what's going on in football.
Kylie Beer back to serve for the Crusaders. Currently down 3, 7-10 here in the second set. Unable to handle that one. The Eagles send it off the back wall up over our heads. There's Kylie serving it at us here. Get the same view we've got, basically. Good first pass. Short set. Oh, snuck inside the back line there, down in for one. 11-8, Eagles on top.
Right in the corner.
Right in the corner, like you called it. That's the spot. And for the Eagles, number 16, Sam Veldkamp. No love between cousins at the net, at least not for now, which is fine by me. Well, if that was just a timing issue, a bad set issue, what do you think happened on that one for him to be short on that hit like that? Is it just a timing issue usually when that happens?
Yeah.
Hoffman back to serve for the Crusaders. Charlotte in there nice and tight on that wobbly shot. Outside to Naples, she squeezes it through. Nice up to Hoffman. Hoffman overhead with a good set to DeVries. Deep into the back row. Short, quick set for the middle. Boss with the fingertips over. Carried that one out of bounds. Veldkamp did. Hoffman back to serve for the Crusaders. Good up there by Rice to get under that one. Good hard hit ball. Veldkamp with a little too much mustard on it. Yeah, that just happened. I said mustard. Yes, I did, Charlotte. Looks like Jalen Duran is watching. Thank you, Jalen. Back to serve for the Eagles, number 12, Brielle. And I don't remember now how I pronounced her name correctly the first time around. Clairbeau? Clairbeau? I think so. I like that spin on that serve. Nice shot outside. Placing it, Naomi Doss drops it right in. Could see that one up here. Knew that was coming. Great shot, great court awareness. Boss a little hard with the right hand, carries it out of bounds. Score is 15-11, Eagles on top by 4. Crusaders are going to stand a chance. We're going to have to get some things rolling here, changed up a little bit. Well, we're going to be done in a quick 2. A little miscommunication there on the back row. Reagan, how much of that is up to responsibility of the libero to speak up and call other players out of the way?
It's usually just whoever it's closest to. They
Right.
kind of just get it.
But in a scenario like that where it kind of splits the difference, is that something you talk about as a team? Hey, if the ball is between you and I'm the libero, you hear me, you get out of the way because I'm
Yeah.
libero. Is that how
Well,
it's supposed to be?
whoever calls it goes to get it.
Right. But as a volleyball player, or I guess as a coach even, do you want your libero taking control in those situations, or is it just somebody get it and make a decision? We don't care who it is.
If you have the better angle on it, then call everybody else off.
Right. I think in that situation, it's definitely have some type of communication. They both had a pretty good angle on the ball, but nobody talking, nothing happened. That spin on that serve, carrying that ball out, makes it hard for Buwalter to handle, sends it up into the bleachers. Score is 17-11, Eagles on top. Maple cross-court shot. Libero unable to handle it. Point Crusaders. Crusaders are currently up 1-0 in soccer. 2 minutes left. All right, Reggie, hold on 1 second. I'll send you this link, this game, so you can send. (14-7), Crusaders trail by 3. Maple back to serve. It's like an uncertain hit there for the Eagles. Crusaders don't do much with it, able to send over a lazy hit ball. Eagles return into the net, letting the Crusaders hang around. Blocker's got a hand on that one. Too much of the pass out of the back row. Crusaders send it into the net. 18-15, Eagles on top. That'll send number 4, Naomi Doss, back to serve.
Ooh, good save.
Got a good rally going here. Don't want to jinx it. Man, those seem so tough to handle as a blocker. You're going up and they just eke it just barely over you. Is that more of a reflex to turn around and try to hit it like that? Is that something you're coached on, that if they dink it just up and over your block, that you're to try to turn around and get a hand on it as quick as you can?
Yeah.
That's something they do coach you on to do?
Yeah.
That's great, man. That's I don't know that my reaction time would be that fast.
Usually the back row also comes up as like,
Second line of defense, basically.
yeah.
Rice back to serve for the Crusaders. Beer comes back in the front row. Out there with Hoffman, Cook, Buwalter, and DeVries. Rice to Hoffman, outside to Buwalter. Puts it down. Defensive specialist for the Eagles, unable to hang on to that one. Crusaders trail by 2, 19-17. Back to serve is the libero, Sofia Rodriguez. Beer and Buwalda both able to get a hand on that one. Crusaders making a wall there at the net. Good defensive stand, hanging within 2. 18-20, Crusaders currently trailing. Kaylee Perry, number 3, back to serve for the Crusaders. Beautiful cross-court shot there, finds the open hole. Madeline Van Dennen puts it down for the Eagles. Score is 21-18, Eagles on top. Back to serve is number 8, Lydia Neeb. That was a beautiful serve.
Oh.
That downward spin on that ball just dove right over the net. Crusaders unable to hang on to that one. Neeb back to serve again for the Eagles, 22-18. Rice to Hoffman, Hoffman over to Buwalda. Able to find a hole. That zone 0 seems to be the spot, Reggie.
Yep.
Buwalda serves for the Crusaders. Hard hit ball off the left side by number 3, Emily Grassi. (23-19), Eagles on top. Back to serve is number 6, Madeline Van Dennen. Maple with a little too much on that one. Puts the Eagles up 24-19, game point. Beer with a great shot off the hands of the blocker. Drops in, finds a spot. Hanging around, 24-20. Crusaders refusing to just go away here. Hit out of the back row, free ball for the Crusaders. Set a little too hard, unable to hang on. And that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Final score 25, Sheboygan Christian Eagles, Crusaders 20. We will be back tomorrow for the playoff tournament. As we finish up pool play here, Crusaders are done. One more game to go today in pool play. And we will be back tomorrow morning bright and early for the start of tournament play. We look forward to seeing you then, Crusader fans. Reggie, Charlotte, thanks for joining us. On behalf of Jeff's Live Streams, I'm Cameron Hatcher. We'll see you next time.